Hey everybody, welcome to Whiskey Mystery. I'm Phil.
I'm Deepa.
And I thought we actually have to have a little bit of a break from drinking today. So instead, I thought, why don't we give away some Springbank?
Yeah.
And I had to negotiate because I suggested the idea to Deepa and she said, what do you mean give it away? Okay. We're going to give away a sample of each. Here's the 16, the 11, then came the 10. We haven't drunk all of this. That was the 10 from 2007, right? Then next they released the 9. Here's our 9. And finally, the 10 from 2009, released last year. I put them all a little bit too far over. Let's go this way a bit. It's a bit better. A bit less in Deepa's way. Yeah, line those up. 9. No, 10, 9, 10. Right. How's everybody doing? I think we can just do a little bit of chatting today instead, can't we? You might also notice the shelf has been rearranged a bit. The only ones we've put up here so far are the 16 and the 10, which was Belgravia, right? I think. Is that the right one? The 10 from 2007 was Belgravia. Menthol cookie chips. We haven't put the other 3 in because they're actually still in our blind tasting bottles, and I thought it'd be fun to see when they show up how they perform in the middle of all of that. All right, let's go to chat before we do anything. By the way, the giveaway today, we are going to be pooling all the names of previous super chats, which you probably remember whenever someone super chats we throw in here, and these are all the names. Who have we got here? I see Aaron. I see Carlos, Jason, Too Slow. These are all the names from Patreon. Now, some names have been doubled up because if people have given us a bit more, we throw their name in a few more times. But we need to mix this up to make sure we have a fair chance. Let's see, does that look okay? Good. I've noticed that the Patreon names are on smaller bits of paper. Have to try and not have that be a factor. We're going to give one of each. So should we go in order of release date? I think so. That means we're probably going to start with the 16. Before we get to that, let's have a bit of chat. Actually, I'll put that down. Let's see what everyone's doing. And we should give a fire update. I think if everyone saw the video yesterday, Life on Mars, it was a shocker. I woke up about 8 o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh, it's still early. Oh yeah, there you go. Let me put the little camera on. That is our air quality today. Officially unhealthy. 165. Yeah, I woke up at 8 o'clock and I pulled back the curtain and I literally leapt up like, what's going on? Because the whole sky looked exactly like that video and it just stayed dark all day.
For me, I thought we at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Winter time.
And your friend's dog apparently wanted to keep going to bed, kept getting ready for bed. Actually, I'm just coughing because it has been very dry, hasn't it? There's a thin layer of ash settling all over everything.
Smoky outside with all the flakes.
Yeah. Okay, to the chat. I know, Tim, you're probably in Smoke City as well, aren't you? Who's in? Aquami's in. Adriel. Oh, Adriel. Don't know if I've seen you in before. Pete Head's in. Doc, McAllen, Fine and Rare. How are you doing? Volsgraf, Greg. How many people are in? many people are in at the moment? Oh, we got about 40 people or something in. That's good. I'm going to look for people asking us something. Steve A's in. Steve's saying she likes good whiskey. Can you blame her? I'm sure that means you not wanting to give away the Springbanks.
I don't mind.
I must admit, I did go and look online again for more Springbank local barley 9.
But it's
Yeah, it's actually a previous bottle. Because when we did the test, I opened all brand new bottles for the purpose of having neck pour left for 1 month so they would all have the same treatment. So this was a previously opened bottle. Anyway. Yeah, I went looking for another local barley 9. And I mean, I think Ace Spirits still have some at about $185 plus taxes plus shipping. But there's nothing I could find local here. Okay. Grambam, thank you, ma'am, is in. Good to see you. Jules is in. Greg, Tony. Let's see. Macallan, Fine and Rare. The new Springbank 12-year cask strength will be available soon. Of course, yeah, annual release. This edition features an array of cask types: bourbon, sherry, burgundy, and port. Wow. Already a favourite amongst the sales team. So that's a real mix in there then. Right, okay, let's catch up with anyone asking us something. Jules, we are watching on the M8 on the way to Glasgow. They're in the car. Well, good. If you win, don't swerve over in excitement. Let's see. Adriel. Boltapanai yi neat. I'm sure that was terrible. Whatever that was. Petehead. It was a shocker indeed. Day before, I saw the video from Las Vegas with the dark red sun. Super weird, yeah. Luckily today is okay if you're indoors.
But at the fire, actually 50 miles up from here.
Yeah, the fire is not close. I know it looked like the fire was raging over the hills, but for us the fire is 50 miles away. This is purely thick ash sitting above San Francisco, stopping the sunlight coming through.
And there's 2 more months of weather.
Well, yeah, it's nice and cold today. Right. Graham, I'm currently in Glen Scotia. Oh, I thought you were in Glen Scotia. I just read that wrong. I got excited. Currently sipping Glen Scotia 15. Very good. Air quality 416 here. Malt Minion, where are you?
Yeah.
It does sound a bit like India. I think India's been beating us recently. Right. Hey, Francois in. You're in the Sequoia Forest. 3 days ago, we had air quality index of 360. Are you back in the Bay Area? Don't know what's worse. Francois, good to see you. Hi, Greg. I have a bad internet connection. Okay. Oh, that's right. And we'll see you at Roy's after. Right. Tyler Davis. I love the standard Springbank 10. Do you think the 15 is worth the big increase in price? The 10 is more like the local barleys in that it is less sherried. You know, it's more of a balance in between. Obviously, it's younger. The 15 is a heavily sherried Springbank and probably the least Springbank-like of all of them. And so it has its fans and it has its, not haters, but it's the sherry bomb Springbank. So it's just a very different flavor profile. Is it worth it? I would probably go for the 12 cask strength before I'd go for the 15, which can also be sherry bombs, but other opinions in the chat, I'm sure. Right. Rodrigo, in your opinion, is this for us? What are the best whiskey for collecting at the moment? Thank you. The best whiskey for collecting are all the ones you did not buy 10 years ago. You know, I think we're at kind of whiskey peak times. Things will continue to go up, but why bother? Open the bottle, enjoy it. Okay. So just to be clear, I think whiskey prices will be coming down with the economy. Let's see.
You mix it up.
Okay, but I'm always missing up. What was it?
No, it's just spread up.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to keep track. That's fine. Hey, Jameson's in as well. Hi. Anuj is in. Never had any Springbank. Hope I was part of the giveaway. Well, maybe next time. I think you probably are, Anuj. I can't remember. I can't remember last time you super chatted. Okay. Bimber! McCallum Fine and Rare. I don't know why you're shouting that, but there you go. Akwami is a fan of the Springbank 15. It's even more amazing with blue cheese. That would be a good combination, I am sure. Yeah. Air purity so good today in sterling. Yes. Very good. Right. We're also going to talk a bit about the shelf in terms of what has come off the shelf. So we'll get to that. Maybe we'll do it as we go. Are we ready for the first giveaway? I think we're going to go in order of release. 16, 11, 10, 9, 10. Barley's, Prisma, Bear, Belgravia, Optic. Okay? Here we go. Where to put the names? Anyone who's super chatted in the past or has Patreoned. Now, what if we pull out a name twice? If we pull out a name twice, we will let them choose the best one, whichever one they prefer. Right? The first name, here we go. Oh, it's a smaller one. It's a Patreon. And it is Patrice. Patrice, you are our first winner. And that is going to be for the Springbank Local Barley 16. We'll have to work out how we can... we'll work out how to do that. Don't know if you're in, Patrice. Don't think I've seen you today. But... I can find you in Patreon. Right, one down. Things that have come off the shelf.
The first and have come off the shelf.
Westland Gariana has come off the shelf. This is one that we really liked when we first tasted it blind.
It was unusual, it was different.
Yeah, but as we come back to it, we've been
it was not
less...
fully integrated.
Well, as the bottles got lower, it became more like Stranahan's, which I think is virgin oak. It's a slightly syrupy quality, which we don't like. So Gariana has now been pushed off the shelf. What else has been pushed off the shelf? Well, relating to this, the Bear Barley did not make it onto the shelf. So it's a very interesting one as well. So we'll put it in the interesting category. Okay, let's have a quick check-in on the chat. I don't see anything from Patrice, but here we go. Yeah. Neil is saying, would agree about prices, Phil. Wonder if some particular releases will be seen as the high watermark, e.g. I've always called that the Trevan until I heard Ralphie saying Trevaig in his recent review. So apparently it's the Trevaig. Those Gaelic tricksters. I think that the Trevaig 1 in the US selling at not selling at 340. I noticed they hung around and are still out there, and prices dropped back down, but still at about 300. Yeah, too high. Gary Cobb, I saw the price of the Trevaig and nearly spit out my tea. So a £30 increase. We bought it at the distillery for 169, so it's 200 now. Is that right? Ooh. Brookladdy off the shelf. That's a surprise. Well, Anuj, it is the weird Brookladdy. All right, let's go for. Actually, where's our notes? Let's talk about our notes for a minute. The 16 was grass smoked toothpaste. You remember? Rich green barley, dusty menthol, bright, grassy, shortbready, Quite long and herbal, a bit menthol. Next up then, number 11. This is the one, no, sorry, this is the one that, 16 was the one that you liked the best up until the day. 11 is more on the interesting side of things. More grass than chocolate. Quite a thin nose, and the flavour was better than the nose, but very grassy, almost rice spice and a bit of orange zest. Who's going to get the Bear Barley version of local barley? What am I doing? I'm not supposed to look? No, you're going to pick. Here we go. The next winner is, that's a super chatter. Ho ho! Have a steady hand on the wheel, Jules. Because you are the next winner of a Springbank local barley. Covered up Patrice. Never mind. That's okay. Congratulations, Jules. We shall work out how to get that to you. What else did we throw off the shelf? Two that have been kind of side by side for a long time. The Macallan Classic Cut 2018 and the Highland Park. I like these.
I like it very much. It's me a party type of drink.
Party type of drink. I'm kind of a Highland Park flavour profile fan. Deepa would prefer more savoury than these sweet. But I love that combination of a hint of smoke with the lighter sherry. This is more sherry, but the Macallan Classic Cut.
It's very easy to drink.
Well, it's not that easy at 51%. This bottle for a younger whiskey has got the most long-lasting bubbles. They go on forever, which is a suggestion of the quality of the casks that Macallan use, I think. Both excellent. Sad to see them go off. So that means we prefer the Glenallachie 12, which is still up there. Okay. Let's see if there's any response from Jules. Hope you're still on the road. Congrats, Jules. Yes. Hey, thanks. Hope you're not typing and driving. Let's see. I think you're all having a good chat amongst yourselves. Goodo. Right. Next one is going to be menthol cookie chips. What do you remember about this one?
Chocolate chip cookie.
Chocolate chip cookies. Yeah, but it's like the chocolate chips had eucalyptus oil in them or something.
And you got it.
Yeah, that's what you said. Sweet, deep. I mean, we actually liked this one quite a lot. It was a bit all up front and then it dropped off a little bit.
Sweet start.
Actually, I like this one a lot more than you did on the first pass, looking at our numbers.
Because it was sweet.
Too sweet for Deepa. Okay, ready for the third winner. Here we go. Deepa has pulled out. It looks like a Patreon name, the little one. And this one is Sean Carroll. Sean, you have won yourself a sample of the local barley 10. Now, if anyone at any point who wins, like I'm thinking, Sean, we have traded quite a bit, me and Sean. I just wonder if maybe he's had that before. We'll work something out, Sean. We'll work something out. Let's see. Anyone else? You're all happy chatting amongst yourselves. Do the bubbles from more oily whiskies last longer, Aaron? Yeah, I mean, I'm presuming that's what it is, right? The oiliness. The suggestion on the bubbles is that the size, the diameter of the bubble is the ABV. And it's pretty linear. You just get these bigger and bigger bubbles. But the duration of the bubble is a suggestion of age, but I think it's just a measure of oiliness. Because you can have quite young whiskies where the bubbles last a long time. And then I've got them down on the floor today. Like this this Isle of Barley is only 6 years old. But I think it has a pretty good bubble performance. Look at that. For 6 years. So, it would be hard to say that that was an old whiskey. I mean, a young whiskey looking at the bubbles. Look at them still going. So, oiliness, right? Must be oiliness. So I've paid less attention to the duration of the bubbles and more just to the scale. I feel like you don't have anything to say today.
Because I thought we should.
Are you just looking at them and wondering which one you'd like to drink? If you had to pick one, which one would you like to drink?
9.
The 9? I'm going to get you to try. Oh no, the 16. That's right. Okay. We'll allow Deepa to have a little drink.
Oh, thank you.
A little, just a little. Do you want water? Hang on, we got the dropper. This is how it starts. We're supposed to be on a little drinking fast because we have our target of what we want to drink each week, or to be below.
So yeah,
yeah, and with all the Springbank tasting, it just pushed us above. So we need a few more days for it to come back down again. You have to let it sit. Let me have a nose there.
Neither.
Lot of loveliness. Right, okay. Are we due another one? Or no, we're back to the shelf, I think, aren't we? What else? We have 2.
I think why similar.
No, hang on. Let's just do one at a time. Tamdu batch strength number 3. If you're a sherry monster person, this is a fantastic, super well controlled, really clean and very strong sherry. Tamdu is known for maturing everything in sherry barrels, and there's a good video that you can find on their website about their barrels. They use American oak sherry barrels as well as European oak, so it is a bit sweeter. No smoke or anything like that I could detect. Just too much sherry for me, and so other things have stayed on. Let's see. Donna Pass, what are you saying? Thank goodness you did the shootout so you can drink them now. Well, the 16 is not going into blind tasting.
Because is that enough?
And well, because we felt like we'd done it. The new 10-year-old is not going on in either, and those are the 2 which are currently ranked. These are already in there, therefore, what can we do? Okay. I think time for another. How are we doing on time? 25 minutes. Right. 2 to go. The next one is going to be not the local barley 9. No. Oh, it is the 9. That's right. Because it's, yes, local barley 9. Dusty mackerel malt. Oh, well, this is one we wrote down integrated. I really like this one. Deepa thought it was too sweet at first. But this...
But only, again, it's just very fresh.
This is definitely the dirtiest and the peatiest of them all. And there's probably sweet, dirty, and
very
peaty.
Moist. You got actually taste.
Yeah, so maybe the freshness of the youth is good. Who was saying in the comments, don't drink purple? I think it was. He suggested I go and have a look at, Serge from Whiskey Fun and see how he rated them. And Serge rated them the same as we did. The 10 isn't in there. But he had the 9 and the 16 equal at 91 points. Then the 10, and then the
11.
the bear. So, for the 9, right?
I'll put that from the top.
I've noticed we're cutting things off at the camera as usual. Let's see if this helps a little bit. Right, Sean, you're in there somewhere. We'll work it out. For the 9. Oh, it's a big one. It is Jason Carroll. That's 2 Carrolls in one Springbank drawing. Jason Carroll, congratulations. You have won yourself my favourite, possibly Deepa's, depending on the day. Dusty Mackerel Malt, Springbank Local Barley.
Oh,
Yeah. You still like it enough that you don't want to give it away.
no, I mean, I have some for myself.
Right. Let's finish off what has gone off the shelf. An old particular Dalyuan 12. It's
a very separate.
Yeah. This was good. 57.6%, and this is a local K&L shop.
I like it.
Selected for them. So single cask. I would have another Dalyuan. I would definitely go and look. And a bit sad to see that one go. You know, everything on the shelf we like now. There's nothing we don't like.
So good. Oh, the port. Oh, yeah.
The Glenallachie Port, the Ralphie bottle. We ended up liking the Glenallachie 12 more. Just a bit harsh, it had a bit too much bite going on with it when we came back, but still an interesting one, and it was nice to have the Ralphie bottle. This is the one that we got in the little whiskey shop.
Oh, yes.
And the last thing, which has gone off the shelf,
It's bottle. It's a bit weak at the moment.
we don't really have anything to complain about, just that the other ones are better. Lagavulin 16, 43%. You know, everyone knows it, right? Nice sherry and smoke balance, quite soft and rounded. And what we've left on the shelf then, which is unusual, the Berries 40-year blend, I've left up there because I want to come back and have a look at older whiskies and pick a few that are on here. The rest I think you're pretty familiar with. I think that old Pulteney 17 is going to move up.
Oh, it's very good. I was surprised.
Next time we have some kind of...
Off the shelf at that point.
Well, it would have been off the shelf this time, but we keep moving it up when we have another sip. Right, one more. This is for the new Local Barley 10, which also has that little bit of port in. And we called this one Golden Barley Cola.
Nice. People like it very much.
Yeah. We had this one in 3rd place. So our order was 9, 16, 10, 10, 11, right? Aaron, any bourbons left? We have left Elijah Craig Barrel Proof.
That's the only how many?
We've left it there to represent bourbon when the remainder of our bourbons show up in the blind tasting. So that we can go, well, is it better than Elijah Craig? There we go. Right, here we go. Last one. Oh, you know, I forgot to put up, I meant to put up my email, whiskey@captain3d.com. I'll put it in the notes. whiskey@captain3d.com. And anyone we do a lot of bottle sharing, so if anyone's interested, just send me an email. Doesn't matter whether you've won anything or not. But anyone who has won something, let's see, I think I've got contact for all so far. Last one. What do we call it? Golden Barley Cola. Who is going to win the Golden Barley Cola? It is... Ooh! This is from 9 Dimes. 9 Dimes. You are the winner of our
with the name.
5th. 9 Dimes. I haven't seen 9 Dimes in for a little bit. I might have to go back and find a previous comment or something. So there we go. We have 9 Dimes, Jason Carroll, Sean Carroll, Jules UK, and Patrice. I think, have we done everything? There you go. Let's have a subscribe. I'm looking around to see if I've forgotten anything. Oh, you haven't had a sip of your Springbank.
I almost forgot. Oh, it's almost smoky. Wow.
Let's see, which one are you tasting? Do our notes make any sense?
But I'm getting much more than the note.
You're getting much more?
I'm trying to up the mountain.
Yeah, it's quite fresh air.
You get a bit of trees, put the bun, put the grass, much.
Oh, that's quite strong for first taste of the day.
Wow.
Sorry, Deepa has withdrawn the 16 from the giveaway.
so
Oh, the finish.
Creamy, smoky, very rich.
It does have a little bit of the Bear Barley kind of grassiness mixed with the sweetness, isn't it? Right, over to the chat.
But it's definitely not as sweet as this.
It is not as sweet as that one. Okay. You have another sip while I catch up with the chat. Let's see. Aaron, any bourbons left? Oh yeah, we caught that. Oh, 9 Dimes, you're in. Fantastic.
Oh.
9 Dimes, send me an email. whiskey@captain3d.com. Fantastic. False graph. Yes, definitely. Everyone who won, something is kind of deserving it. Something is kind of deserving it. I've read that wrong. Congratulations to all winners. 9 Dimes, I'm at work. Listening in the background. Well, fantastic, 9 Dimes. Very good. Congrats to all winners. And congrats to everyone. Thanks for watching.
Ben Nevis.
Oh, it's like running round Ben Nevis. Yeah.
It's just a forest noise.
Would you spend $500 to $700 on the bottle?
Too expensive.
When you can buy these.
I'd rather go for 9.
Oh, I've sent an email to the Pacific Edge distributor for the US, but haven't had a reply, and they've been quite good in the past. Just asking for an update now that Springbank is hopefully bottling again, if we'll ever see it. Okay, thanks everyone. Thanks again for all the support, and we will continue our whiskey journey fun with 107, which is something smoky and sherry. Bit of bacon going on in there. We'll continue that on Sunday. And we'll see you over at Roy's. Anyone got anything to say? I think we are all done. Thanks again. See you on Sunday. Bye. Can I have another drink?